Johnny from the Hangout Spot working for the Boxing Voice, and I am here with Joseph JoJo Diaz. 33 6-1, 15 knockouts, a former Olympian and two-time world champion. Champ, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing great, bro. I'm doing good, man. Happy to be here and feeling good, man.
That's great, man. So I hear you're back in action, boxing on ProBox October 9th, right?
Yes, I'll be fighting October 9th with ProBox TV against Nicholas Walters.
Awesome, man. But we'll get to that in a second. But what I wanted to ask you is, you've had a long run.
Yes.
With with Golden Boy Boxing and stuff. But what brought you to ProBox? Why was this a good time for you to come to ProBox?
Yeah, man, I had a good career with Golden Boy Promotions, man. I believe it was 12 to 13 years. It was a really good relationship, man. I thank them for everything that they've done. But this timing for me with ProBox was perfect, man, because I was already in rehab in San Antonio, Texas, at the Sober Living, and I was already 60 days sober, and I already gave my life to Christ and started praying to Him, started, repenting my sins and asking for signs and blessings my way. And then all of a sudden, man, I get a call from Robert Diaz, get a call from Greg, get a call from Daniel saying that they were interested in signing me. And I told them my situation, what I'm doing right now, and they told me, man, we got a rehabilitation center here, and we could provide you the rehabilitation center so that way you could continue on with your sobriety and also get you a fight October 9th against Nicholas Walters. And after that, man, I just knew it was a blessing from God, man. So I just accepted it right away, man, and I'm here now doing my rehab and getting ready for Nicholas Walters.
That's absolutely amazing. So you actually staying on the facility?
Yes, yeah, I'm staying in the facility. I'm staying at the facility at the White Sands, and I'm doing my classes, continuing my sobriety, making sure that I'm, continuing on being sober and learning every aspect of my addiction, everything that I was doing, the signs of the withdrawals and how to overcome those withdrawals and what are your trigger points and everything. So it's coming good, man. I'm getting really good knowledge here.
That's absolutely amazing, man. How you feeling now? You look good, man.
Yeah, man.
You look good. You look happy.
Yeah, I feel great, man. From the grace of God, man, He's giving me the happiness and the joy. I've done a lot of, sinful actions in my past and a lot of wrongful doings in my past, man. And I repented all my sins, and I know that I'm cleansed now, and I know that I'm in a better place. And I'm 81 days sober now, man. So feeling great. I'm 100% ready for this fight in October, preparing very well, and I know that I'm not going to be missing weight anymore because I'm not going to be drinking in camp, I'm not going to be eating the junk foods, not going to be having the withdrawals. I know everything's going to fall into place.
That's absolutely amazing, man. I'm so happy for you, man. And, it takes a big man, to be able to step up and face their some adversities in their life. So I give you a lot of credit for that. Hopefully it continues to go well for you.
Thank you.
Like I said, you look in tremendous shape.
Thank you.
So I know that you're going to be nice and ready for October.
Yes.
But, you've carved out an excellent career, man. In boxing. I mean, you've won multiple titles. Like I said, you're an Olympian. But what continues to motivate you to fight?
You know what? Right now, what's continuing to motivate me to fight is inspiring the people, man. Inspiring the people that have the addiction. Inspiring the people that are going through the struggles that I went through, man. I want to be able to continue that light and be that light for these people, to know that they could overcome, man, and they could overcome every anxiety, every fear that they're going through, every withdrawal that they're going through. I want to be that light, and I want to be, that guidance and that knowledge for people, so that way they could know that if I did it, they could do it as well.
That's absolutely awesome, man. Absolutely awesome. So let's talk a little bit about your career, because again, you face a lot of tough competitors, top names,
yes,
so to speak. But one of the things that I've noticed about your career is you've been on the wrong end of a lot of close decisions.
Yeah.
That I know that have definitely frustrated you, right? To name a few, Campos, Mercedo Gesta, that was another fight that was very, very close. But what type of frustrations have you dealt with, like, after those, close losses? Like, have those decisions that didn't go your way, have they frustrated you to the point that you ever thought about walking away on the sport?
I wasn't thinking about walking away. What was what was really, getting to me was my drinking, man. I would feel bad, and I would be sad, and I would be like I wasn't amounting to where I needed to be and where people thought I was gonna be and stuff. So I would turn to drinking. And then that drinking would lead to another substance, and it would just be a constant cycle, man. And I was even doing that for multiple fights, man. For the Devin Haney fight, for the William Cepeda fight, for even the Jesus Compas, and for Mercito Hesta, man. So I've been dealing with this addiction for quite some time, man. But I thank God that he kept me healthy, and he kept me, sane, and he didn't let me lose my sanity. I was at that point, at that tipping point where I was losing my sanity, where I was already thinking about committing suicide, thinking about not even caring about the world anymore and stuff. So I'm thankful that he was able to guide me and keep me safe outside of the ring, but also inside the ring as well, man, because I wasn't at my full potential, but I was competing with high-end opponents, and I was still able to keep up with them through him.
Listen, man, I know there's no tougher opponent than what you've been going through in your real life, but in the ring, who's been your toughest opponent that you faced in the ring?
In the ring, I think the toughest opponent would probably be William Cepeda. William Cepeda was very, very tough, man. Like I said, I was still drinking in that training camp, and I wasn't at my best. And I thought I was going to be able to withstand the storm that he would, with his volume and his output. I thought I was going to be able to counter and stuff. But when I was in there, man, the momentum that he was bringing, the adversity that he brought to me, my mind was telling me to do a thing, but my body couldn't, because, like I said, I was drinking and stuff, so I wasn't fully prepared to actually execute what I needed to execute against him. And he's a tough competitor, man, and I wish him nothing but the best.
Yeah, absolutely. It's tough. What's been the best moment of your career?
The best.
You've had a lot of good moments.
Oh yeah. I would say the best moment of my career was Tevin Farmer, man. Tevin Farmer winning the world title, man. That right there was a dream come true. It was a real dream come true, man. Because ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to win a world title, not only for myself, but for my dad, for my mom, for my family, for all my supporters, to show them that I did it, man, and that I was capable. And I did that, man. And it was unfortunate that after I won that world title, COVID hit and everything shut down. And once everything shut down, man, and I won the world title, I was partying. I was, getting that limelight, getting all the love, getting caught into lust and temptation, and getting into the life, because everything was locked down. So I would be doing the wrong thing, and I shot up all the way to 196 pounds, man. 196 pounds. When they called me to fight Rakamoff, I was 196 pounds. They called me that the fight was going to be in 7 weeks. And I told them, let's do it, because obviously the money that I made from Tevin Farmer, I blew it, man, because I was partying and stuff like that, and not doing the right thing with my money and not investing right. So I accepted the challenge. I tried to, make the weight still. I got all the way down to 133. I lost 56 pounds, but I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it anymore. My body shut down, and I lost the title on the scales, man. And that right there was one of the most devastating things in my career as well, because I got so caught up in the evil and the temptations and the lust, dude, that the road provides, where I wasn't actually able to fulfill my dreams that I wanted to as a kid. I wasn't able to do that because I was already caught up in the system and caught up in the cycle. So it was hard for me, man. It was really, really difficult.
Again, very, very inspiring story. But you know what's crazy? You've been a professional for numerous amount of years, about 12 years.
Yeah.
12 years, but it seems like you've been fighting even longer than that.
Yeah.
Right? Because you turned pro at a very young age. But now that you got this fresh new start, this is almost like the second half of your career. Are you treating it that way?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I ended up getting baptized over there in Soba, and I feel like I'm a fresh new guy, man. I'm cleansed. I'm new. I'm rejuvenated, and I feel happy every day. I feel a lot of joy, and I have a vision now. before I didn't have a vision because I was, like I said, I was drinking alcohol, I was doing drugs. So all of those racing thoughts were making me do so many things, and I was getting bombarded with so much things. But now that I'm able to finally be cleansed and get baptized from my Lord and Savior, I know that He took all my sins, and I repented already, and now I'm ready to start off again in my journey as a new person.
That's great. That's great. And now, like I said, the second part of your career right now is going to start on ProBox, right?
Oh, yes.
Great platform. They put together real good action-packed fights, and it doesn't get any better than what's coming in October 9th, right? We talked about that. You will be here in the main event against Nicholas Axeman Walters, another former featherweight champion that I'm sure you know very, very well.
Yes.
And you used to watch him. He's coming off a unanimous decision victory here on ProBox against Dorsal Bogdana, so good performance there. But why Nicholas Walters? Why was he the right opponent for you? And how do you see this fight playing out?
You know what, Nicholas Walters, man, he's a tough competitor, man. And I remember when I was still in my amateur days, man, I would watch him against Lomachenko, knocking out Onidil Donaire. I was a big fan of his, man. And now that I'm able to share the ring with him, man, it's just a dream come true. I know that it's going to be a tough fight, but I know that when I'm at my best, I'm able to overcome anything and any obstacle that is set against me. And I'm a warrior, man. I'm Joseph Diaz Jr. I accept all the toughest challenges and all the time, man. Every time that Golden Boy wanted me to fight a tough challenge, I accepted that challenge. And once they offered me this fight with Nicholas Walters, I knew it was a tough challenge, but I knew it was at the right time, so I accepted it. And it's going to be fireworks coming October 9th.
Absolutely, man. The styles make it. And you know what, champ? I mean, you've overcome so much already, right? I mean, you've defeated, this addiction, so I just want to congratulate you for that. And
Thank
I
you.
wish you nothing but the best, man. It's going to be a great fight on October 9th. But let's take some questions. I have some questions from some of our members at the Boxing Voice.
Okay.
So the first one I have is from To Be My Own Man 200. He says, in my opinion, you have one of the best resumes in boxing. If you had to pick your favorite name that you fought, who would it be?
I would say my favorite name was Devin Haney. Devin Haney was the favorite name that I liked because the reason is because I was able to fight in Las Vegas, man, at the MGM Grand. A dream come true, man. I always seen Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, all these top competitors, Manny Pacquiao, fight at the MGM Grand. So when I got that opportunity, it was a dream come true.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Next question I have is from Ryan Robertson, 1763. He said, what's good, champ? Scooter from Dallas. If there's one career choice you could go back and change, what would it be? And he has, for example, weight change, promotion style, etc.
I would say be more disciplined in camp. Like I said, because due to my alcoholism and due to my substance abuse, I wasn't really focused in my training camps, and I wasn't really fully prepared in my fights. And I really wish that during that time I could change that time, but that time is already in the past. I'm a new person now, but and now I'm doing things right to the T. So I know that better days are going to be coming.
Awesome. Next one I have is from Ice Trimble 3. Hey champ, how you doing? Ice here, repping for Ohio and the 757. So you got some fans out there. My question is, I heard you've been at the ProBox facilities, and I was wondering if and how often are you able to do run work?
Yeah, shout out to Ohio. Thank you guys for all your support. I'm getting all my road work in as well. Like I said, they have me on a strict resume, on a strict schedule where I'm able to do my classes, but I'm also able to get work done outside of my classes as well. So I'm able to run outside. I'm able to run the treadmills. I'm able to go in here in this facility, get my boxing workout in. So I will be on my best come October 9th.
Awesome. Next one is Dre Bogus. Dre in San Diego. What up, champ? Who's the hardest puncher you have faced in your career?
Man, the hardest puncher was Oscar Duarte, dude. Oscar Duarte was the hardest puncher, man. That was actually the first time I ever got wobbled. He caught me in the 6th, 7th round with the looping right hand, and my leg did the little stink leg, man. And every single punch that he landed, and every single punch that he threw on my body, man, it was like shockwaves. Every time the impact hit, my whole body would just feel numb and tingling. He was the hardest puncher.
Got it. And the next one and last one, I believe, is from Blue Poetry. He calls himself Big Bay Quinn El from Brooklyn, New York. So you got Northeast and West out San Diego. This question is: if you get through your next opponent with a win, who would you like? Would you like to fight Keyshawn Davis? Do you think Keyshawn is ready for you?
Yeah, man. Shout out to New York. After I'm focusing on Nicholas Walters. I know he's a tough competitor, but like I said, now that I'm 81 days sober and now that I'm getting everything right in my personal life, I'll be a lot better in my professional life, and I will come out victorious October 9th. And after this fight, it's anybody, man. Anybody that ProBox and Greg want me to fight next, I'll be willing to challenge.
Do you see yourself fighting in ProBox after October 9th?
Oh, absolutely, man. I signed a 3-fight deal, so we are going to be here for 3 fights.
Amazing, man. Amazing. Listen, so that's all the questions that I have from the TBV community. But one thing I want to say is, like I said, man, it takes a lot of courage to face your demons. It takes a lot of courage to come out here and speak about that. So I just want to, say I appreciate that. Congratulations on what you've been doing so far with your rehab. I hope it continues to go well. October 9th, I wish you nothing but the best, champ. I know you're going to represent. What do you want to tell your fans?
I want to tell all my fans, man, make sure you guys always put God first, man. Put God first and make him number one priority. If you guys don't put God first, man, you guys are going to get distracted in the spiritual realm and be unconscious and be unaware. And then that's when the demons are able to set their traps up and make you do wrongful things. So always put God first and make sure that he's your number one priority above all.
I love it, man. I love it. So like I said, I am here with the former 2-time champion of the world, JoJo Diaz. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Champ. This is Johnny from the Hangout Spot, working for the Boxing Boys, signing out. Nothing but the best.
I appreciate it, Johnny.